Alright YouTube, what is going on? It is ConflctNerd Callum here today, bringing you episode number 5 of my SimAirport series. In today's episode, I'm just going to go ahead and start going into debt a lot. Sandbox modes is great for two things. One thing is that I started off with a total blank template, so that meant that I really had the choice of what I went ahead and built. I didn't start with the default template, but the other good thing, which I've not really gone into yet, but the progression's just been a bit too slow for my liking, is that I can just go ahead and build whatever I want. If I go into debt, it doesn't matter because my airport doesn't like stop functioning, if you know what I mean. So that means I'm just going to go ahead and start to pick things up at a much faster pace, because the rate I'm going, it's going to take me like 20 episodes to get to where I want to be. So in today's episode, I need to upgrade security. I need to do a lot of moving. It's going to do so much building. That's the bottom line. So for this, we're going to get a lot more workmen. I'm talking like doubling the workforce. We're also working on some more research right now. We'll get the game still going. So we are only 2 research away from completing all of the research. We are right now multi-lane access. It basically just allows for much better roads, which is something that I'm really interested in. And then I also want to go ahead and get upgraded bustles as well. Buses, not bustles. And that will just allow for more people to come and go, and especially as we add in more gates is really going to be required. As it's the middle of the night right now, I am going to pause because we are going to make a huge change to this area once more. So I'm going to go ahead and just clear all of this stuff here first of all. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to shut down this whole queue as well. And I'm just gonna literally do this a top-bottom design. And I've talked about this before. Top-bottom, you come in at the top, exit at the bottom. Right now it's more a left-to-right design, but we're changing that up. Originally I wanted to have a corridor which comes along the side here and people can go back through, but that's just not working out. I tried it and it just wasn't working at all, so I'm just gonna leave it for the time being. What I'm going to do in this new area though is we're going to have 2 queues, so we're going to make it a little bit different. So I'm going to extend the wall there. Going to let this game run a little bit just so my workers can go ahead and basically clear all of this and put it into the boxes right now. We should have people arriving in about 2:15 in the morning, so the problem is I really need to get stuff on the move ASAP. So we'll start off here with some metal detectors, because I think that is quite logical. We'll have views at the bottom and we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 9 now, so we've gone from 5 to 9, which is a large upgrade. Then after that, it is going to be baggage checkers, or baggage scanners, that's what it is. So how are we going to set this up? Well, we're going to have, probably not as many to be fair, but we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We could have 9, but that's not really going to work, so we're going to have to go with 8, so it's 1 less, but it's still relatively good. The reason I'm doing it this way is because like you'd have someone working here, and then people would go for this gap for these 2. That's my idea, and then this bit here would be a staff only, so I might add in bushes as appropriate, but it really just depends how much room we've got. Long term I will expand down the way, but short term I just want to go ahead and just get this sorted for like 2 AM because it's coming up very shortly. Then ID stands 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So that works out really well there. So we've got 9, 8 and 9, so we should be able, our volume of passengers should be so much better than before, which excites me. So with that done, the next thing is the queues, and the queue management needs to be pretty on point here. So one queue is going to start there, and then it's going to, I don't even know how this queue is going to work to be fair. Probably just weave along here a bit, and then I mean this is going to be pretty long as you can see. And then you're going to wrap yourself right round, not quite like that, though close, but I always have to make a mistake when I'm going ahead and dealing with the queues. Bring you into there like that, and then the next one is going to be starting here, and it's basically just going to do something very similar. You're going to run along here. That's not going to work the way I want it to actually, just due to space. Got a feeling there will be a bit of a gap here because, again, I don't think, yes, doesn't work. Or it will work actually. Not as efficient, but still good enough, and that's us got 2 queues here, so not just the one. They're going to be the same priority, but I think this wait will work that little bit better. So I need to wait for this all to get built first of all before I can go ahead and start to assign things. And we're also going to need a shit ton more staff too. So security, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at least. That'll get us started anyway. So there's still some of you guys lingering around anyway, but you guys go ahead and set up where you can set up. We don't have all of the deliveries in here already, hence a lot of them are being brought in right now, which is good to see. We've still got a lot of stuff on the floor as well, which I do need to start using storage really optimally, which we'll do later on today. Right, so let's go ahead and actually start to assign yous guys to queues to actually make this start to work, because as soon as it gets busy, the morning rush, which, I mean, it doesn't start really at 4, I would say, it starts about 5 AM, then things in here just get beyond hectic, honestly, they get ridiculously bad. So we'll go ahead and assign you to there, you to there. So that is what? 6 check stands in action, which is 1 more than before. And yeah, we have a fair amount of security, but we need a lot more. That's for sure, because we're missing a lot at baggage scanners, and we're also missing a lot in other places as well. So let's go ahead, and our first passenger for today is coming through, which is good. So we've got enough people on the scanners, then we've got, or the metal detectors, sorry. We need another, you will go into one of those, and you will go into one of those, and that's fine. Staff-wise, how are we doing? We should be doing good. Though, yeah, we are good in that front, so all is grand for the time being. And I'm liking this so far, so it's a lot different, but it is going to make the difference. So I just need to finish off some of my assigning. Right now we don't have that large volume of passengers, it's 2:40 in the morning, so I understand why we don't. I don't really know, we'll assign you to that desk there, I think, so that is all the desks signed up, and everything should be flowing nicely now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and start to sell some of this stuff, because this airport's a bit of a mess if I'm totally honest, and I'm not really digging it that much. Still don't know what to do about this corner here, to be fair, if I'm going to go ahead and maybe make that into a small bathroom. Could just make that into a seating area actually, because we've not actually got a seating area in between ticketing and in between security, so something you often find in airports, or at least it's like tables to go ahead and put all your cosmetics into plastic bags. We don't have that here. So again, having that realism, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to clear that, and I can get a seat in there at least, so I can try and do it a little bit better. Next thing I want to do is add in bathroom up here, because that is something which I think is really badly required. So let's fit in a restroom. Then with that done, let's go ahead and get ourselves some lovely objects. So I want to start here with toilets and sinks, because those are the only 2 things which go in there, Callum, well done. So I'll put 1, 2, 3, 4, I should have done this other way around actually. Put some toilets, or sinks down that side, then let's put some toilets down here. So only 4 toilets, and I'm not happy with the layout, but you know what, it will just have to do for the time being. So that stuff will get installed, people will start to use that, which is good, and I think this whole area now is pretty good. I mean, security is not flawless by any means yet, but it will be in just a second. I need to move that door, because that door is in the wrong position. So I'm just looking for a normal sliding door, sliding, that's a large sliding door, a sliding door, there we go. So we stick you in there, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into builds, then we're going to clear. Then we're going to go ahead, I'm just going to put a wall in there because I want to move the queue for gate A1 back that little bit. And I think it's just, it's not necessarily required, but some of the bigger flights, like this one here, 111, the queue will pretty much be full. So we're at, what, 95, and, okay, this is maybe not the best example, but a plane with over like 120, 30 people, you get that glitch where everyone just stands on top of each other and it takes so long to move. It's just not the best at all. I think the efficiency here though of people are going back through here again, which is annoying, and people are coming in via the baggage claim to go through security as well. I'm really not a fan of that either, so I need to change that. You can see just people coming in at the bottom right now, and it's annoying. I still don't know the solution to that though, so I'll go ahead and look into that. This should be a good example here actually. So 138 people, the queue Again, it's just about long enough, but we have 150 seaters coming into here, so that is going to be a big issue which we need to resolve going forward. So we're still waiting on this. How long do you take? Research 41%. I really badly need that, to be honest, because that's going to be the big change going forwards. Right, so the next thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and we're going to move baggage down like a dramatic amount. Like, we're going to go ahead and build this extension into the airport right now. So, going to be a big one. It's going to go down an extra 25. But that's going to get everyone here, or all my workers, and that's why we built more, or got more, to go ahead and work on the expansion of the airport. Then what I want to do is I want to clear this all the way back to there. There is going to be a security breach, I can pretty much guarantee it. And I want to kind of fill this whole area in over here as well. So we can't do quite to there, but we can do to there for now. And that is going to allow me to get gates 3A and 4A into operation, like proper operation. Which is good. Definitely about to have a security breach as of now, so flights for today are going to be a little bit all over the place, but it's going to work out long term, do not worry. It's going to be, this is going to be such a good airport. Long term, it really is, but for the time being, it's, yeah, we have a lot of work to do. That's really the bottom line, we just do, so. This is a good start, but as time goes on, it is all going to make sense. Really what's happening here is I'm moving baggage claim down, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the offices up here to the top, then I'm going to go ahead and move the toilets into here as well, and it's all going to be quite a large change. I need to do some measuring first of all though, so I probably just want to grab myself flooring, because that's something I'm going to implement shortly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need to add 7 on to 7, 8, so it's 8 to the seats. So the other side, I need to add 1, 2, 3. I'm just trying to think how much expansion I need to do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I believe that's what I need. Though, is that including the wall? 8. So that's 8 up to there. So I need to do you one more actually. So this is how far it's going to be extended out this way. So we can get queues in, keep some seats in the middle, and just make this... I want to be able to at least plan for double-sided. We're not going to get double-sided implemented in right now, but this is just how it's going to be going forward. I was a bit concerned why we're missing so many flights, but it totally makes sense because I've legit, like, everything's not going to be working tonight, which is fine. We're in Sandbox mode, so it's kind of acceptable-ish, but we should hopefully, with this fence and this modification being built... Airport, build the fence first. Please build the fence first. There we go. So we're technically now secure again, so as of tomorrow morning we should be good to go. Which will be nice. Technically we're actually not right now because of the bathroom situation, but we'll go ahead and we'll patch you up now, and then going forward everything's going to be much better. So temporarily we'll cross that over there, put the walls back in, and everything should be good to function. A pretty dramatic start to the episode, I would say, honestly. It's just been a bit here, there, and everywhere. Now with that done, we're going to get gates 3A and 4A into operation and move the baggage down. That's really my aim for the rest of this episode. First of all though, we're going to go ahead, and because I'm going to be extending this area, I want to go ahead and extend you like that. That's probably going to lead to another security breach actually, but it's all going to make sense going forwards. Next thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and add in some carpets along here because this area, it's very bland and it's too plain for my liking, so let's go ahead and add you in there. Then let's go ahead and add in just a large, and this is all going to make sense again very shortly. So you're a gap of 1, 2, 3, see I thought you were a gap of 2, but it doesn't really matter. Again, planes are all over the place. A lot of construction going on right now. A lot of construction, honestly. Gonna jump down to ×2 as flights get cancelled because people are just gonna be annoyed and more annoyed and just annoyed. Gonna clear this whole area out actually as well because there's really honestly no need for it. And tell you what, I want to demolish that bit there as well. I don't think I can. I can demolish you, I want to demolish what's going on in here. But I think because we've got a clear action, I need a lot more workers. That's honestly what I need. So we'll go ahead and hire quite a few more of you guys. We're technically secure again, but we're now unsecure again. But I just want to demolish that bit there. Then go ahead and do some walls. Come on, guys, come on. This mouse the scroll wheel's a bit fucked up. Then let's go ahead and do that. Then let's jump into zone. It's none new. And that's the restroom removed from there. So this is all part of the long-term future of this airport. Again, I mean, passenger happiness is somehow only at 87%, which surprises me a lot. Thought it'd be a lot lower, but it's somehow not. So I think we're working on the carpets right now, which kind of logically makes sense. So as I continue to jump all over the place, I'm going to go ahead and put in some large sliding doors and get these areas, or these gates, closer to being into operation. I think I need to upgrade the runway first, so that is something which I'm going to do. So if we go ahead and put these pappy things in, I don't know how many I need honestly, but I mean they're only 7,000, so what's the description? So precision approach lights, or precision approach path indicators, provides visual indicator to pilots of their approach angle, resulting in increased safety. So maybe I only need one, again I'm not at all sure. And this here is a instrumental landing system, allows larger airlines to conduct precision instruments approach. This means fewer weather delays, lower risk of weather related incidents, also helps you attract the big boy airlines. So that's really good to have that in here, I think, going forward. So now we've got this modification made, I really need to go ahead and move baggage claim down. So can we have more than one baggage claim? We can, which is good. So we're going to move you right down to here, but we're going to make this area much larger. Then what I want to do is we're going to have a corridor coming down here, and this is where everything's going to be. We've got a lot to do, we really do here actually. So the first thing I want to do is go ahead and put in some little baggage carousels. So one there and then one there. Then I want to have one there and one there. So we're going to have 4 in this area. I mean, this is, again, just building for the expansion of the future of this airport. And extend you up to there. Then I want to go ahead and add in a wall there. And then we want to have, basically we're going to have the large queue area coming down here. Now this area in here, not 100% sure what it's going to be long term. I mean, some of this is going to be restrooms. Some of it might turn into a cafe, and it might be extended security. That's honestly my thought. The problem is that so many people are entering and coming through this way that it's stupid. Most of those are using the bathroom right now, which is justified, but long term it cannot be like that at all. Alright, this place looks such a mess, honestly. How bad does this look? It really does, but we're getting there. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. You can only take baby steps to get to a long-term goal. I've done this bad in the sense that I've gone ahead and started like 20 different things without finishing them, which is not good. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do right now, get a lot of this finished. So 1, 2, 3, no, you need to get cancelled. You need to go down one, that's the biggest problem there. So sliding door, and you're going in there, which is much better. So let's add a wall in there, and the new baggage area is looking much better, but I do need to go ahead and reroute the whole baggage system. So for that, we need to modify utilities, jump into conveyor belt, basically just extend you down here, expand you along there, and then have you coming across like that, have you coming across like that, keep you coming down here to there, then have you just going across there, and that should work. That should solve the future problem. Then all I really need to do is go ahead and move the CFOs. How am I going to do this? That's the real question. So a ruler would be great in this game because I could honestly make use of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which I don't want. So let's go ahead and 8 that, and that includes that wall, but didn't include that wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do I want that? Yeah, I kind of do want that, but I want it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then the double door is going to be in there. And then that means, right, this is all going to make sense, trust me, it's all going to make sense. So the double door is going to go there, and then in between security and this double door is going to be the restroom. That's how this area is going to work. So let's go ahead and rotate you, you're going to go in there long term, and that will solve that issue-ish. Something that's really annoying me is I need benches, so BE, or BW, BE, come on Callum, much better than that. Let's go ahead and stick you in there, and then that makes for a, just fills out this area better, and you can sort of maybe see what I'm going for along here. Again, I'm probably going to tidy that up now that I'm using the more unlimited money option here. So the next thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and build. Then we're going to go ahead and jump in and add office, and then add the new office into here, because this is where the new office is going to be. This is really where the main airport, I can imagine, is going to be, like the offices and the technical area, staff room if they ever put it into this game. That is going to be this area sort of thing, more of a private area, and I'm going to make a few modifications. So the first one will be doors, because doors are going to be facing this way this time. And then we're going to go ahead and have an extremely large, or not necessarily extremely large bathroom, but a good sized bathroom going forward. So let's go ahead and zone, let's go ahead and office and add that in there. Then I need to go ahead and actually, I'll probably make these offices larger long term as well, but just for the time being, again, I just want to get office stuff in. So office chair, you can go in there, and then office desk, you can go in there. So that means now when I go ahead and we are looking for the clear tool, let's go ahead and clear all that there. Then that's going to have everyone coming down here, which is much more exciting. We should have the utility and the conveyor belt now in, so they should all work, which is good. And we're getting there, we're really getting there. Unsure why flights are cancelled. Honestly, it's maybe because we have this door here which people can just freely come through, so that's not good. So let me go ahead and zone, and in the next episode we'll turn our attention back to flights, I do promise. We're going to go ahead and remove this zone here. Then what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and do some wall building. That's the next thing. So back into build, into wall. Let's go ahead and build you round like that, and then you guys in like that, so you can definitely see what I'm going for now. Now all we need is security exits, so we need to go ahead and get some of you guys in. And does it really actually matter which way you face? I honestly don't think it does, but we'll go ahead and put some of yous in there, and then that should allow for, hopefully, people not coming back through the airport via this way. So this is the new baggage claim area, because we're going to go ahead and dezone this whole area now, like that, and like that. So the new area should now be into operation, so you should have to come down here, which is good. So if we go ahead and, I don't think any, or there is a plane that's actually came in, but I still don't know, it should take off as well, so we should see people coming down this bottom area and exiting now. Yes, which they are, which is good. So this means that as of tomorrow I'm going to block this, or this area is going to get changed. It's just going to come bathrooms. So if we go ahead and clear you, and we clear you, and then we get our builders back onto the job pronto. So that's that disappeared. Then we're going to go ahead and I want to grab ourselves the wall, whatever you are there, and then this is going to be the bathroom area. So not very big, but I'm thinking, are we, actually, you know what, we don't need this. We can use a much larger bathroom right now until I decide to upgrade security. So if we go ahead and do, you're not outdoors though, we'll do up to there. And then, it's still a bit of a mess, isn't it? Let's dismantle you. Then let's jump into build. Let's get a clear tool, and let's clear that tiny bit there. Then let's do walls, and let's go ahead and make yours an office again, which is good. So as you can see, this is what I'm going for. This is like the proper airport, the admin bit, which I don't know if it's going to work, but it's different, and there's a lot more space as well for expansion. And that is something I was kind of worried about. Are we going to have room for expansion? Are we not? With security and ticketing upgraded now, I think it's a better design. But I'm still, like, when we have, I don't know, like 20 gates in here, this one security area isn't going to work the way it is. So it's either going to need to get bigger, or I'm going to have two, or both. And that's a good thing, we have that option now going forward. Right, so with all that done, we're doing well. I would say we're doing well. So let me grab I just want a normal door actually this time. So let me grab a door. And I need a wall first. Oh, come on game. Let's add in a wall there. Then let's wait on that happening, and let's add in a restroom. This is going to be a pretty big restroom, which is good to see. So that's going to go up to there. Then objects, we'll start off with sinks, and then we'll go ahead and litter this top wall with sinks. Not going to be too many sinks, to be fair. And then we're going to go ahead and do toilets around the rest of the bathroom, which again makes sense. So we'll go ahead and put, you guys will mainly be down this bottom wall, I think, to be fair. So that works out nicely. Then we can maybe add some more in there, and then 2 more in there. And that is the new restroom for the terminal. All I do need to do, why are you saying suck? To be fair, I mean, there's not very good eating facilities, there's no bathroom, and there's poor rest facilities. So to be honest, I kind of totally understand why you're not impressed. Now I can add in a door into this area though, or I should be able to, which is good. Then if we speed all this up, everything should be back into action. Again, with this new bathroom, people won't be leaving, going up to the top of the airport using that restroom. They'll just be using this new restroom now, which is good to see. So with all this done, that is our first ever arrival coming in, and it has used the system properly. Not seeing any bags, there we go. So the bag system's working as well, which is great. People are still coming back through here. I honestly don't know why. Maybe it was just the first lot of people who hadn't used the new restroom. But that's working, which is good to see. That's really, really good to see. So the next thing I want to do is sell a lot of these supplies, because again, the airport just looks a tip. I think we might need to get more janitors in here as well, now that we've got a much larger bathroom as well, because practically long term, honestly don't know if this is going to work. We've already somehow, I dismantled the bloody door, of course I did. I really didn't. I got rid of the supplies, but this should be, I can put you in there. I thought I was going to have to build a wall first, and I would have been absolutely raging at that. Because that's just going to, again, make customers unhappy, make me unhappy as well, and just not have a good outcome. Right, so with that done, we're looking much better. Ticketing, let's go ahead and finish off ticketing. Security I'm happy with, and everything else is slowly getting there. So what do I want to have up here? I want to just have some like food vending machines, because there's actually none in here right now. Then I also want to go ahead and add in a bench as well. I think a bench should be a good idea to have. So let's go ahead and stick you just in this corner here, for example. And as we can see, the food vending machines are getting a fair bit of use already, which is good. Restroom's good, security's good, so we're now just back to the main departure terminal. So I've not got long left in this episode, but I do want to go ahead and make 1 or 2 modifications just to our current gates. So we've spent a lot of money, understandable, but I want to go ahead and I want to modify the queue for gate 1A, because it just really does need changing, honestly. So are you boarded? I just need to wait for this plane to go. So you are, that should be the last person going on now, I believe. Yep, and you should be good to go. I think you're late, but can we go? 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 No? Why are we not going? You're full. Go! Go! Oh, I think we're waiting for baggage. I think there's a baggage issue up here, which I remember correctly. It's because it's difficult to get access to this bottom side because of where this terminal is, so my word, a lot of people are wanting food, aren't they? Right, we'll have to look into that for the next episode, because I'm a little bit unsure, and we need to redesign this whole terminal. I'm still not very happy, but we have made good progress in the right direction to the long-term goals, that is. Short-term, yeah, we're still definitely a little bit off, but long-term, I think things are looking much, much, much better. Right, is this the next plane? Are you guys queuing for the next plane? You already are. How quick a turnaround is that? Jeez. Didn't give me any chance at all to go ahead and make changes. We definitely need more janitors, so 3 janitors in here is way too little, because the airport's honestly a bit of a tip. Admittedly, I have very few bins, and that's something which I need to work on, but my words, we need to go ahead and improve the facilities. So let's clear that. You guys, well, you're already late. I don't know why you're so late or how you're so late, but you need to go, so go. There we go, and now I can go ahead and modify this queue. So I really just want to make it a tiny bit longer, to be fair. It's not going to be a drastic change, so we'll cut you back to there, extend you along here like that, and you get what I'm going for. Again, I'm wanting to have the same sort of queues at near enough every single gate, something like this. I don't think you are quite as long as the other one, but you're longer now, so you should be able to support the bigger flights without too much of an issue. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and sell some of this stuff here, and then I think we're going to wrap today's episode up, because I think that is about as much as I can really get done. We've got research complete now, so in the next episode we're going to connect up the next 2 gates. We're going to go ahead and also do the roads on the outside, and then we're just going to go ahead and start real mass expansion, like adding in like a few gates per episode. Again, I don't know how security is going to react, so I would say security is doing relatively well so far, but at the same time I think that when we start to add in large gates, it's going to struggle. I just see that coming. I don't think that I mean, it's not a bad design at all, but it just needs to be larger. We need to have more of everything, so if that's more... I don't really know where the bottleneck probably is. It's probably baggage scanning, to be fair, but hey ho, we'll just have to see how things get on. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to wrap this episode up here, so hope you have enjoyed it. My name is ConflctNerd Callum, and I'm out.